My friend is King Gabriel again, and I'm here for another impromptu video. This video is about electricity and magnetism and how they apply to your creation. Now there's a phenomenon called cognitive ease that I must mention while I'm going here, and it's the basis of what I'm talking about in a sense. And what cognitive ease is the way in which our machinery works to accept information as true or false. Now, something that's really true has the quality of being true at all times. It's always true. It never changes that it's true. So most of what we actually encounter, or to be quite specific, all that we encounter in this world, where everything rots, disintegrates, even the hardest metals that we have here given time will disintegrate and disappear, right? Understand that the world is always changing. Therefore, the world is not true in any real sense because it's not lasting. That is the physical world we're talking about, right? So knowing that, then, this is what happens in the phenomenon I'm talking about called cognitive ease. And all this will tie together at the end, so just follow me for a little bit here. Kind of freestyling, right? Now, cognitive ease is this thing where when a person sees something enough times, which is where advertising comes in, you see something enough times, you accept it as being true and you don't even realize it. And they've done studies on this, where in certain towns, they'll put certain words in the newspapers, and in other towns put other words that people don't even know the meaning of. And after a while, after seeing the words for a specific length of time, the people in the town, when asked what those words mean, say that they're good words because they've seen it so many times. They think that it's something that's true or good. So what happens with us as beings is the more we see something, the more that we believe it's acceptable, the more that we say, yes, it's true. And we equate it with truth, which is really scary when you think about it, because that means that just the schooling system that we have, for instance, where they teach you how to think and tell you this is how it's done, it causes conformity and it causes people to believe that that system is true, even though it may not be in the best interest of everybody that's present or everybody that's partaking in it. And that is something that we do have to think about. We do have to have a bit of the mind open to realize that, well, maybe what I'm thinking is true at this point in time is not actually true. For instance, in this society, a lot of people are conformists, and, well, I shouldn't say conformists, really. What I mean is they're more conservative. That's a better word for conservative. And if they see somebody that's not conservative, they would have a judgment on that because the system is set in place for conservatism, right? Conservatism. You know what I mean, right? So either way, what I'm saying is it's important that we pay attention to that and understand what's happening there and not fall into the trap of thinking that because we're familiar with it, it's true, right? And how this plays out, for us to understand a little deeper into what I'm talking about here, into electricity and magnetism, is this. As we receive that information, that's the input that we have as an electric impulse to be fulfilled. It's a new intention in a sense because we're paying attention to it. Anything we pay attention to, right, and we give our energy to by paying attention to, streams through and is fulfilled through our magnetic field, right? We actually attract and bond everything around us to represent that, right? Our consciousness, which is that electric impulse flowing through, draws into our experience everything to match that and makes it into that experience for us. So, if we do accept something that's not true, even though it's really not serving us, it will be in the field. And if it's in the field, it's going to play out because it's there. That's all it is. It's not because it's wrong or right or anything. It's just because it's there. If it's there, it's there, right? So it's up to us then to look at it from the standpoint of how can I cleanse my consciousness of this thing that I do not really want expressed in my environment or expressed in my being, right? Because it's in your being. That's really what it is. If it is there, the thing to do then would be to recognize it. As usual, you realize it's there. Okay. You became aware that it's there. Now that you're aware it's there, you can set a new intention about that. And it's not about replacing it with something that you consider to be positive per se. At this point, it's just about looking at it, recognizing what it is, and asking of divine consciousness, right? Which is that which feeds your energy, the source of your energy, the source of being. Some call it God, Allah, all of these different things. Whichever you call it, it's there and it's giving you life. That we can agree upon. So knowing that, you can tap into that and ask directly, right? It's like asking of yourself, because it's part of you, it's part of everything, it's within and around you, everywhere, everywhere. You ask, whether it's verbally or whether it's within, that your consciousness be cleansed of these things. And as it is cleansed of these things, you will have room, and you can take on new qualities from there that actually allow you to express the qualities that you desire, not qualities that you do not want to have. So I just wanted to speak about that today, really, about the act of accepting things through cognitive ease. And your task from here forward would be to recognize those areas where you've accepted things already that are not necessarily true to you, but are true because of the system you're in. And realize that you're not fighting the system or anything like that. No sense to do that. That's a waste of your time, because you'll be recognizing the system if you fight the system, which would be giving more power to the system for your experience, right? So don't fight the system. Be present to the system, recognize what doesn't resonate with you, release what doesn't resonate with you, and continue to grow. And that's it. It's all about growth. We're all growing and we're all expanding, and we're all extending the love that is within and all around us. So let's do that together. I hope this made a difference for you, and you can start applying this. You will see differences in your life if you do it, and it is a change in consciousness. But really, it's not about the change in consciousness fully. What we're headed towards is actually getting closer and closer to expressing the source that is within us. Eternal love and infinite peace.